Persistent BOP disequilibrium is not desirable for a country if it is remaining beyond the control of the nation. Now we have a BOP adjustment mechanism automatic system. BOP's adjustment mechanism is twofold. One is automatic adjustment mechanism. Second one is deliberate adjustment mechanism. Deliberate adjustment mechanism is policy driven, while automatic adjustment mechanism is market driven. It could happen. The BOP equilibrium could happen as per the automatic adjustment mechanism without government intervention. At the same time, deliberate adjustment mechanism will bring the BOP's equilibrium back only with government intervention, as it is policy driven. Here we have BOP's adjustment mechanism with prices, rate of interest, and income levels are flexible, but exchange rate is fixed. So to speak, even under fixed exchange rate system, automatic adjustment will be operated to bring the BOP's equilibrium back through the changes in prices, through the changes in rate of interest, and through the changes in level of income. BOP's automatic adjustment mechanism will be operated also under when all the variables are flexible, including prices, rate of interest, income, and exchange rate. Here we are going to discuss about the BOP's automatic adjustment mechanism with prices, rate of interest, and income levels are flexible, but exchange rate is fixed. It is supposed that initially balance of payments is in equilibrium in both countries and exchange rate is fixed, prices are flexible, rates of interest are flexible, income levels are flexible, but exchange rate is fixed. Prices, rates of interest, and income levels are depending on the market forces of demand and supply. Here it is also assumed that the nation has fixed exchange rate system. Capital movements are sensitive to rate of interest. Only way to correct the trade deficit is the export of gold, and free trade is in operation as there is no trade barriers in place and there is no role for the fiscal policy and monetary policy. That means there is no role for the government here under automatic BOP's adjustment mechanism. Here in our model we have two countries, country H and country F. Country H stands for the home country, domestic economy, and country F stands for the foreign country or rest of the world. Initially both nations H and F are enjoying internal balance as well as external balance. Internal balance refers to the price stability with full employment. That means the internal domestic economy is in balance. There is no boom in the economy, there is no recession in the economy, the economy is in a stable position. And external balance stands for the BOP's equilibrium. That means both nations initially are enjoying internal balance as well as external balance. So in the meanwhile, the exogenous disturbance could happen in the economy in the form of innovation in the foreign country. Innovation could happen in the foreign country. So, a new product is introduced with new technology with higher efficiency than the domestic economy. That means the country H import that commodity from the foreign country, from F, where the innovation happens, innovation occurs. That means there will be excess import in H and trade deficit will happen in H country H or home country, and at the same time there will be trade surplus in the foreign country where the innovation is introduced, and the role of flexibility starts here. Here we have three cases of flexibility. One is prices flexibility, second one is rate of interest flexibility, third one is income level flexibility. and exchange rate is fixed. First one is prices flexibility. How does prices flexibility lead to BOP's equilibrium? As I said, the deficit country H or home country exports gold to F in order to wipe out, in order to exhaust the trade deficit that emerged after the innovation in foreign country and import of home country of the newly introduced commodity produced in foreign country. This creates trade deficit. In order to wipe out the trade deficit, the country export gold, and gold reserve in the home country will decline as the country exported gold immensely to exhaust the trade deficit. That means the monetary base of the home country, monetary base of the domestic country declined. So consequently, the money supply is also declined as the monetary base is declined. So this fall in money supply will be followed by the decline in price, as the price is proportionately depending on the supply of money as per the quantity theory of Fisher. So this decline in price in the domestic market will make the domestic market a better market to buy as the price has come down. So the export of home country will increase to F as the price now is low. The low priced market is a better market for buying, not for selling. So the export of country H will increase. Finally, the trade deficit will be reduced, and the ideal situation here is export will become equal to import. So this is the way in which trade deficit is corrected when prices are flexible. So the trade deficit in the home country can be exhausted also with interest rate flexibility. So let's look how does the interest rate flexibility could correct automatically the trade disequilibrium or trade deficit. So with the trade deficit is in place in home country after the innovation in foreign country and import of country H from country F. Then the gold is exported, money supply is declined in home country. When money supply is declined, rate of interest will rise, as rate of interest is inversely related to money supply. When rate of interest is coming down, when rate of interest is increasing in the home country, and the more investment will come into the home country to after being attracted in higher rate of interest, capital inflow will takes place. So the trade deficit or current account deficit will be corrected by the capital account surplus, as foreign investment will come into the domestic economy, keeping an eye on higher rate of interest. So this is the way in which the BOP's disequilibrium is corrected through interest rate flexibility, even though the fixed exchange rate is fixed. Similarly, the third variable which is flexible is income level. So income, how does the flexibility in income level could bring back the BOP's equilibrium in the home country? Let's look. So after the trade deficit emerged out in home country, the gold is exported immensely to wipe out or exhaust the trade deficit in the home country. The money supply is contracted, as the monetary base is gold. Gold is a monetary base. Gold reserve is a monetary base, and when gold is exported from the official reserves, the monetary base is declined. Money supply is declined. When money supply is declined, interest rate will shoot up. Interest rate will increase immensely. So this will make the investment in the home country unattractive, as the price of capital, rate of interest is higher. Then investment will come down surely. Then when investment is coming down, income will consequently coming down, as investment is dull. So when income is declined, import will surely decline. As we see in the corona period, the import of India has declined significantly, and we started enjoy the current account surplus in the trying times. Even though that is not a good sign, as our consumption declined considerably, this is that means the decline in income will come down the import. So finally, the trade deficit will be corrected in the home country. So that means under the automatic BOP's adjustment mechanism will be operated under the fixed exchange, even under the fixed exchange rate system, with the flexibility in prices, with the flexibility in rates of interest, and with the flexibility of the level of income